Friends, today we will see what is Euler's tangent function. Okay. First, we will see about something about Euler. Euler was a great mathematician and he lived some 300 years back. He had written a lot of books, and lot means really lot. 8,000 books he has written. Such a prolific and gifted mathematician was he. By the time he reached 40 years of age, he became completely blind in both the eyes. Everyone thought that his career was finished. His career as a mathematician had come to an end. Everybody thought. He believed otherwise. So he said that since he was blind, there would be nobody to disturb him or to ask him to come to that place or attend some function, etc., so that he could fully concentrate in mathematics. He did a pioneering research work in many fields of mathematics. What we call Sudoku today are actually Latin squares. He was the first to investigate on the Latin squares. He had also worked in prime numbers. Here we are going to see his work in the number theory, also called as the Euler's tangent function. Okay. What is this Euler's tangent function? The Euler's tangent function is a beautiful concept. They are simple and as well as stunning for their beauty. And this is about the co-primes or relative primes. What are co-primes? The co-primes or relative primes are the numbers that do not have any common divisor other than 1. For example, 14, 15 are co-primes. Any consecutive number for that matter is a co-prime. So why? Because in the sense that they do not have any common divisor other than 1. Suppose if you take any two number, 23 and 24. 23 and 24 are prime numbers. Any consecutive number is a prime number because they do not have any common divisor to divide them. Okay. So, likewise, it need not be the consecutive numbers. For example, 21 and 44 do not have any common divisor. So, 20 and 27 are also co-primes. We can give any number of examples for the same. Euler was fascinated by these problems and he worked on it. Mathematics is about beauty, and once you fall in love with this kind of beautiful concept, you would start loving the subject. Like as Keats said, heard melodies are sweet, but the unheard are sweeter. Likewise, in mathematics, what you see is the patterns, designs, concepts, everything in your mind. You can express them. You cannot express them adequately. And even if you express them, they are in the form of some formulas. So that formula, the beauty of that formula, how it was derived, and the story behind it, not everybody will be able to understand. But there is certainly a beauty which only a mathematician can see and can appreciate. Okay. Take a number, say for example 10. Write down the numbers from 1 to 10 like this. So you have to write. So take a number 10. Okay. You write it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Any number will divide itself. So here the number is 10 and 10 will divide itself. So find out the other numbers. Okay. So leave 1 alone. Why? Because 1 divides every number. Okay. First you take 2. 2 divides 10. Also 2 divides 4, 6 and 8. 10 we have already marked it. Okay. Next 3. Take 3. Does it divide 10? No. So leave it. 4. 4, does it 4 divide 10? No. Take 5. Does 5 divide 10? Yes. 5 and 10. 10 is already marked there. So, these numbers which have been struck down are not co-primes. What are co-primes? 1, comma. So, here you strike out 2 also. 1, comma, 3, comma, then 4, 5, 6, everything is marked, and 7, comma, 9. These 4 numbers are called the torsion numbers for 10. Okay, how many number of co-primes does the 10 have? 10 has got 4 numbers that are co-prime to itself. Okay, so that is the torsion function. So psi, torsion function is mentioned as psi. Psi of 10 is equal to 4, and the numbers are, so this one, 1, 3, 7, 9. Okay, likewise you can find the torsion number of any number. Okay, torsion function of any number. We will just see some other thing also. Now we will see the torsion number for 15. Okay, first you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 15. Okay, so torsion number of 15. 15 will divide itself. So just mark it out, strike it out. Okay, but you have to leave the number 1 aside, because 1 is the number that divides any other number. So if you take 1 into consideration, there will be no co-prime possible. Okay, now take 2. Does the 2 divide 15? No. So leave it. 3. Does 3 divide 15? Yes. Strike 15. Strike 3 also. And multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9 and 12. Okay. Does 4 divide 15? No. Leave it aside. Does 5 divide 15? Yes. Strike 15. Strike 5 and strike 10. 15 is already stuck. Does 6 divide 15? No. Does 7 divide 15? No. Does 8 divide 15? No. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nothing divides 15. So, what is the torsion number of 15? 15 is equal to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, everything is stuck off. 7, 8, 11, 13, 14. Okay, so how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Torsion number for 15 is 8. Okay, so the numbers are these things: 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14, etc. These are the numbers. All these 8 numbers are co-prime to the number 15. So that is the co-prime. Okay, we will see the torsion number for 22. Okay, again write it like this: 1, 2, 20, 21 and 22. So first leave 1 aside, because 1 divides every other number. Take 2. Whether this 2 divides 22? Yes. Strike down this 2, strike down this 22. Now continue with multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All these are co-primes. Okay. So just strike them out, leave them aside. Now take 3. Whether 3 divides 22? No. So leave 3 aside. Take 4. Whether 4 divides 22? No. So leave it aside. Does 5 divide 22? No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does 11 divide 22? Yes. Strike this one. Okay. Now 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. So no other number divides 22. So therefore what is the totient number for 22? So 1, 3, 5, then 7, 9, 13, 15, 17, 19 and 21. Okay, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So therefore we can say totient function of 22 is equal to 10. Okay, so this is how you have to find out the totient number. Okay, the numbers that you have seen till now, that is 10, 15, 22, etc. These are all non-prime numbers. They are composite numbers. Okay, so now we will see what is the totient function of a prime number. Okay, now we will find out the totient function of 5. So put it as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Does any number divide the 5 here? The 5 is the only one number that divides itself. Any number in the number system will divide itself. Likewise 5 is the number that divides itself. So what are the other numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the totient number, all these 4 numbers are co-primes to the 5. Okay, what is the totient function of 5 is equal to 5, we can put it like this: 5 of p is equal to p minus 1. Therefore 5 of 5 is equal to 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Okay, so now we saw how to find the 5 or the totient function for a prime number. Okay, so if the totient number of say 41, what will be? 41 is a prime number. So what will be the totient function, totient numbers? That is equal to 41 minus 1, that is equal to 40. So what are the numbers? 1, 2, 3 up to 40. These numbers are totient numbers or co-primes for 41. That is the meaning here. Now we will see how to find the totient function for a really big number. Okay, so this is the rule 1. What is the rule 1? Rule 1 for prime numbers. For any number, any prime number p, the totient function will be p minus 1. Okay, now how are you going to deal with the totient number for composite number? Okay, that we will see. Okay, now we will find out the totient function for 54. So we know that any composite number is made up of product of prime numbers. We will find out the prime factors for the 54, this compound number. 54, put it like this, divided by 2. 2 is a prime number. So 54 divided by 2 is equal to 27. 27 will be divisible by 3. So 3 9s are 27. Again 9 will be divisible by 3. You get 3. So 54 could be written as 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 2 multiplied by 3 3s. Okay, so that's it. How we can write it? 2 power 1 into 3 power 3. So we can put it like this. Now how do you interpret this one? So we saw 2 is a prime number and 3 again is a prime number, but here the 2 is a single number. Okay, there is no power in it, and if at all we assume that there is a power, it is only power of 1. So for 2, for totient function of the 2 we saw already for prime number, so it will be p minus 1. So that is equal to 2 minus 1, that's equal to 1. But okay, but what is, how do you do this? 3 power 3. Here P of n into n minus P of n minus 1. This is the formula that you have to use. Okay, so what is P here? 3. 3 power, what is the number? 3. 3 power 3 minus 3 power 3 minus 1. What is it? This is equal to, that is equal to phi of 2 is equal to 1, and what is this? 3 power 3 minus 3 power 2, that is equal to 27 minus 9, that's equal to 18. So what is the formula here? That is phi of 54 is equal to 2 into 3 cube. Phi value for 2 is equal to 1, and phi value for 3 cube is equal to 18. So this will be 1 into 18, that's equal to 18. So this is the answer. Okay, so likewise, like this you have to find out the Euler's torsion function. Where it is used? It is used in public key encryption. Okay, so that's it. Now we have today seen a very good concept of the Euler's torsion function. If at all we want to, we will take one more example for how to solve the, what do you say? We will find out the Euler's torsion function for 640. Okay, Euler's torsion function we call it as phi symbol, 640. Okay, find out the prime factors. So 640 divided by 2 is 320. Again 320 divided by 2, 160. Okay, 160. Again 160 divided by 2, it is 80. 80 divided by 2, 40. 40 divided by 2, 20. 20 divided by 2, 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. So what are the prime factors here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 5s are there. Okay, that's equal to phi of 640 is equal to phi of 2 power 7 into phi of 5. Okay, so phi of 5 is equal to 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Okay, using applying the first rule. What is phi of 2 power 7? Phi of 2 power 7 is equal to 2 power, that's equal to phi of 2 power 7 minus 1, that's equal to 2 power 7 minus 2 power 6. What is 2 power 7? 2, 4, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. This is equal to 128 minus 64, that is equal to 64. So if this is 64, what is it? 2 power 7. Phi of 2 power 7 is equal to 64. Therefore 64 into 4, because phi of 5 is equal to 4. 64 into 4 is equal to 4 4s are 16, 6 balance 1, then 6 4s are 24 to 56. The phi value of 640 is equal to 256. Okay, to find the this is how this phi value is calculated, and with this we are wrapping our this session, and we need to know this public key, this we need to know this Euler's torsion function just to learn public key encryption. Okay, now we will see with some other topic on some other day shortly. Thank you. Good day. Bye. To subscribe to this YouTube channel, kindly press the subscribe button, and to get the notifications about the new videos, kindly press the bell icon.